Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Thank you for joining me. My name is Sherry. I do a daily general reading for whoever's watching. If you're drawn to this video, please have faith and trust there's a message you're meant to hear. If the reading resonates with you, please give the video a thumbs up. If you like the content I create, please subscribe. And if you're interested in a personal reading, you can send an email to shapeshiftinggmail. Sorry, oh my gosh. Send an email to shapeshiftingtarot@gmail.com. All right, so today I'm talking to somebody who is embarking on a new beginning, a new sense of clarity, the underlying energy. This is somebody who is typically worried about money, somebody who is being encouraged to reach into their nurturing side. So you may not feel like being loving, but what I feel here is that you're having a breakthrough. You're having an emotional, mental breakthrough. You are realizing that a lot of what's going on is in your perspective. It's just what you see and what you think is happening. It isn't actually what is. So, you know, there's things that you can perceive as being one thing, but somebody over here who has no eyes or no sense of smell, or even just the opposite, is opposite view, an opposite angle of what you're looking at, they have a different perspective. That doesn't mean that you're wrong in what you see, and it doesn't mean it's wrong in what they're wrong in what they see. It's just that you see it differently, but it's the same thing. So this is, kind of, you're learning a new perspective. You're learning to put some love out there. If you're not doing that, you are highly encouraged to do that, because you're a very loving person and you have a lot of love to give. But in order to get that back, you need to actually give that love. Put it out there, even if it's just energetically. You don't have to be telling people you love them. You don't have to, go changing your whole personality. Just when you are, sitting at home, if you think about it, if you're sitting at home, and when you think about it, send some love out to people that have hurt you. Forgive people. Send love to your family. Send love to your friends. Send love to strangers, your neighbor, the grouchy guy down the street. Maybe he's going through something. Do you know what I mean? Like, everybody's going through something. It is very important that we learn to be kind to each other. And I feel like this person understands that idea, because this person needs a lot of love. And it's unfortunate. It's like, what comes first, the chicken or the egg? So do you give love out first, or do you get it first? And if you don't have it, why are you the one that has to put it out first? Well, you know what? At some point, something has to give. If you want to be happy, if you want to change your life, you're going to have to be the one that does it first. It's just the way it is. Even if it seems unfair, it isn't. It's just the way it is. It isn't fair. It isn't unfair. It's just life. And so to put that energy out there will be very beneficial for you. You're somebody who you feel like you don't have a lot of love or friends. You feel very cold-hearted. You're overly emotional, but you're also cold-hearted. So something happened. You're very angry. You've turned like to stone. And you've turned to stone, but there is still so much love in you. You want a relationship. You want friends. You want, reconciliation with the people that you've broken apart from or had problems with. And you also understand that right now is a time where you can be sitting with yourself, sit quietly, and get your, let's get your life in order, but internally, get your feelings in order is more like it. Your life is probably fine. It's more what's going on inside of you. There's this turmoil. I see it right here. It's chaos. And this chaos is not going away. This is going to continue um, because I feel like you're frustrated and you feel like you don't need to change and that everybody else should change. And so that's creating this energy in you that's very contradictory. It's like you're fighting yourself. Um, Life force. This is okay. So this card is technically the justice card, the life force card. This card is an underlying energy in your life. This is telling me that you are really concerned with fair, what's not fair. You're very concerned with uh, fighting for what you feel is fair. Maybe you are not being treated fairly in your eyes. Maybe you're feeling that people judge you unfairly, and that's a very difficult place to be in for sure. We've all been there, just so you know. You are not the only one that feels you're being judged unfairly. I think that this reading is to change your perspective into understanding that life just is. There is no fair, there is no unfair. Maybe somebody's treating you poorly, but that's not fair, unfair. If someone's treating you poorly, then you always have the decision to listen to your gut and to leave that situation. There's nothing saying that you have to stay there and take it, right? Unless you feel like you are in like physical danger, in which case you need to talk to somebody professional. I'm not a professional. But if you're in a scary place, then I really hope that you will reach out to one of the many organizations that help people who are in scary situations. I've had to do it. Um, you know, it is what it is. If you need help, you need help. And if you are willing to get help, then that shows me that you want to survive, and that's a wonderful thing. So I have another job, so I just went and had my morning meeting. I'm just going to finish this reading really quick and then get back to work. So in your home life, it looks like you have a very nice home. It looks like you feel safe and happy when you are at home, and possibly when you're alone is when you feel the most free. The Six of Fire in reverse, you're not very confident. You're not feeling confident, but there is a balance. What does all of this mean? Let's see. Strength, courage, patience, control, and compassion. The Four of Air is contemplation, rest and recovery, following strain, recuperating, relaxing. So your angels and ancestors are encouraging you to take a break, to stay home, because that is where you are the most comfortable. That's where you feel safe. And right now, it feels like that's what you need, is like a hug. Imagine your nice warm home hugging you and keeping you safe from the evil outside world. Not that it's evil, but you know what I mean. It's a place for you to take comfort. It's a place for you to cocoon and work on changing your perspective. In your career, You're open to changing what you're doing. You are not loving what your job is. The Son of Water in reverse, unrealistic, jealous, and moody. So people at work are jealous of you. The Eight of Water, emotionally unfulfilled. So your job does not, you're disillusioned, you don't like your job, you don't want to be there anymore. It is just a way to get through life for you. It's a way to get to tomorrow as opposed to getting you to a good place in the future. It's a job for now, not a job forever. And that, this, the Emperor comes up, which is ambition, financial stability, somebody who is taking care of their business. So you may not love your job, but it's wonderful that you have one. And maybe you can find it within yourself to be grateful for having that job, regardless of what you feel about it. Being grateful might change your perspective. In love, you're very negative. You don't feel like you are very lovable. You've been stabbed in the back. You've been betrayed. There's lots of endings and loss and just bad feelings. And because of that, so you see this card as the vultures. It feels like you're feeling like people prey on you and they eat you alive. The Three of Air is doubt, quarreling, fighting, heartbreak, grief, and rejection. You always feel rejected. You feel sad. Having said that, you're keeping yourself there. You're keeping yourself in this space of being unlovable by putting the energy out and truly believing that you are unlovable. If you can work to find love, the love for yourself that you deserve, if you can find it within yourself to change your perception of yourself and your own value in this world, if you can see that you deserve love, you deserve to be loved, you deserve to have love, give love, be love. You deserve happiness. If you can see all of that stuff, if you can realize that you are a divine being in this worldly body, you are so much more than your outward appearance. You're so much more than this vessel. Think of what's his name? Stephen Hawking. His body was failing on him. It failed. His body was not who he was, though. His mind, his inner spirit, people thought he was amazing. He was funny. But he could hardly, he spoke through a computer, right? So you can still be a divine, amazing, dynamic human being, spirit, regardless of what's on the outside, regardless of what people think of you. What matters is what you think about yourself, honestly. The Mother of Water. So going forward, you've got, I feel like you're going to be more compassionate with yourself. I'm hoping that you will be more compassionate with yourself. It's bad enough that that you feel like everybody else is giving you grief or, betraying you or being mean to you or being unfair to you. I feel like it's time for you to be compassionate to yourself. If you're not getting it from anyone else, you need to give it to yourself, because that is something that you need. You need love, you need compassion and understanding, even if it's only from yourself. And honestly, if it's from yourself, that is the best. That's where your happiness lies, is deep, 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 deep down in there, where you realize and you know that you're okay. Not only okay, you're great. You're love, you're everything. Transformation in reverse. So we've got the death card in reverse. So you're resisting change. You're still stuck. I feel like going forward, you're still going to be stuck. You're still going to be in chaos, and you are feeling tired. The Seven of Fire in reverse, giving up, overwhelmed, and overly protective of yourself. This card bothers me being the last card in this reading, because this card is endurance, but it came up upside down, which, you know, it's going to be hard and you're going to give up. And your angels and ancestors, they want you to keep going. And I want you to keep going. And, you know, the people that do love you, because there are people that love you, even though you feel like they don't, they do. And the people that love you, they don't want you to give up either. There are, you know, suicide helplines. There are, you know, there's ADAC. There's lots of places that can help you, you know, therapy. I don't know. I mean, in Canada, a lot of this stuff is paid for. So I'm not sure about you guys in the States, but definitely something to look into. And just because you go see a therapist doesn't mean you're crazy. I hope that you can realize that. And let's see what this animal spirits have to say to you today. And then I'll let you go. Oh my gosh, the lion. I already know. This is courage. This is strength. The lion is a fire card, which is possibly Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. The lion is patient, regal, and a complete master. The lion is a master of the fire element and the living mascot of self-transformation. A lion personality dedicates their life to personal and spiritual growth. This dedication inspires some and intimidates others. Therefore, the lion is respected by all, but known intimately by few. Some mistake the lion as hard to access or aloof, yet those with a keener eye know better. Lions are observant, stealth, and precise in their words and actions. They do not waste energy or resources. This card reminds us that self-mastery is available to all, no matter where our quest begins. When you're in balance, you are the epitome of peace and strength. When you're out of balance, you feel withdrawn and you are too serious. And to bring yourself into balance, you are encouraged to meditate daily and to connect with your friends. Friendship can really change how you look at things. It can really give you a fresh perspective. Talking to somebody who cares about you, and someone who doesn't want anything from you except your friendship. Those are the kinds of people that I feel like you need to find and hang out with right now. Also, consider taking a minute out of every day. Start with a minute, set a timer, sit in a nice quiet spot or lay down, get comfortable, relax, and breathe. And just focus on your breathing. Pay attention to the air coming in and out. And even for 1 minute every day, just free yourself, free your spirit. Stop worrying about what people think about you. Stop thinking about, you know, how much you don't like yourself. try to be aware of those thoughts. If you're unable to stop them at this point, the beginning point is to even be aware that you're doing this to yourself. When you start saying, oh, stop being so stupid, or I'm so stupid, then stop and change that and say, okay, no, I'm not stupid. This is just a difficult situation for me to be in, and maybe I'm not handling it as good as I would like to, right? And then, so this is where the learning begins. You have to start somewhere. Start by being aware. Be aware of your breath. Be aware of you being hard on yourself, and let's go from there. I do hope that if you need help, that you will reach out to somebody, someone that can help, someone that is either a professional or someone who truly cares about you. I hope you have a really great day, you guys. Thanks so much for listening. Keep breathing. I love you. Namaste.